Hi there, it's Carolyn with Satnam Healing, and I am coming back to you with a yoga video for your hips. If you have a moment, can you press pause for me and go find a yoga strap or a belt or any other household item that would fall underneath the like a belt category so that we can do some stretches with that for your legs and your hips. You will start in an upright position, so go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. Let's use this as a moment to do a little centering as well. As you bring the soles of your feet together, grab a hold around your ankles or your shins, and then stay tall in the heart and just start to lean in a little bit. So your elbows could land onto your legs. You could soften your neck and head down and begin to close the eyes or soften your focus and start to listen to your breathing. Maybe it's automatic for you to begin to breathe slower and more directly. And if not, can you begin to take a nice gentle breath in, followed by a slow, easy exhale. As you begin to breathe into your body, notice how this pose, this first pose, is feeling for you. If you're noticing a little bit of tension or maybe hanging on to some stress somewhere in the body, instead of pushing away that experience, can you just breathe with it? And then as you soften into your breathing, bring your focus into your body and around your breathing. If it's your mind that is still going from your day, can you bring your focus back to your body and your breath? Take another inhale. And as you exhale, let's sit back up. Bring your legs together. And then just an easy but nice like ankle love is go ahead and stretch your legs out straight. Point and flex your feet. This is Charlie. I don't think he's a real yoga kitty. He's probably in here to scratch my mat up. But roll your feet into ankles, kind of work the ankles out a little bit. And then we will go ahead and just do a quick twist, and then we'll come down onto your back. So let's bring your right knee up and plant your foot onto the floor. Can you hold on to that knee and stretch your left arm out over your left leg? Let's wrap it around that leg up there, that knee, and then take your other hand behind you. If this is like too tight or you need a little more space, step your foot out a little bit wider. Give yourself more space to rotate through the shoulders as you breathe in and breathe out. I like the idea of flexing that long leg out in front of you. Flex your toes up towards the sky. Take another breath in. And then we'll unwind and do this the other way. So bring that left foot up onto the mat or onto the floor. Flex, long leg, toes lift up. And then you can wrap around with your right arm. Bring your opposite hand behind you. Begin to twist and rotate. Close the eyes. Take a breath in. Inhale. And as you exhale, we'll unwind, come back around, and then spin around onto your mat. Let's come down onto your back. Take a moment. Go ahead and walk your feet. There we go. Walk your feet out a little bit wider and bring your knees together. So your feet touch the wide sides of your mat. Your knees come together. And we'll start with just this basic movement called windshield wipers. So legs and knees drop over to the right. You can lift the legs back up and over to the left. So we just continue that movement at a pace that feels right to you. If you feel like holding your legs to one side, try it. Give your legs to one side, maybe the right side. Take a breath in and out. And then let's try the legs over to the other side. Take a breath in and out. If you'd like to continue to hold the legs to one side and take a breath or two, you can do that, or you can just keep moving the legs back and forth. So I say it a lot while I'm teaching, but especially in a group scenario, we all relax in different ways. We all connect to our body in different ways. So I can't expect for 10 different people to want to do the exact same thing within the yoga practice. So if you need to hold your legs to the side and breathe into it, or if you're like, I need to keep moving, that's what feels best to me. I want you to take the authority in your yoga practice to do that. I'll give you lots of options. All right, wherever you're at with that, let's go ahead and bring the knees back up, and then really classic stretch, but feels so good. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug your knees in, gently rock from side to side if that feels good. If not, stay still and just hug those knees in. I like the idea of rolling left to right or making a circle around with the lower back onto the floor. And now from here, we can drop the soles of the feet onto the mat. Cross your left ankle up and over your right knee. Make a figure 4 shape. Option 1 is staying right where you're at. Option 2 is lifting the legs in towards you. And that's it, if you feel a little bit more of a stretch. Option 3 would be grabbing a hold of the right leg, upper leg. So you can grab a hold to the right upper leg. You could flex the feet if that helps your stretch. If it doesn't really help your stretch, leave your feet relaxed. I like somewhere in the middle of that. Good, so we'll do whatever variation works for you. This is the one that I'll be working with today, is just hugging those legs in. Trying to keep the shoulders and chest relaxed as you breathe in and breathe out. How about a slow breath in this time? And an even slower breath out. From there, go ahead and release both feet down to the mat and let's switch sides. You've got the same options. Option 1, make the figure 4 shape. If you're feeling a stretch, breathe with it. If you want to go a little further, hugging those legs in, doesn't make you tense, breathe with it. If you'd like to hold on to the top of your other leg, hold on to it. If this helps you, breathe into your pose, soften your shoulders, close your eyes, and breathe in. Breathe out slowly. Feel into the body where you're feeling the stretch happen. Focus your mind on how you're breathing and what you're feeling in your body. Try to remain present and in this moment. As easy as it is to engage with or float off with a thought or a worry, come back to your breath. Good. Let's go ahead and release both feet down to the mat. And then we'll just do one more stretch to kind of warm up the legs. Then we're going to use that belt or that yoga strap. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take your knees out a little bit wider. Now, if this is just too much, then do one leg out to the side at a time. Then one leg out to the side at a time. Otherwise, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Take a moment to breathe into this. Something being too much doesn't mean that you suck at yoga. If your body is telling you, hey, I can't breathe and do my focusing thing while I'm holding this variation of the pose, it's just knowledge, it's just wisdom from your body saying, I need you to learn from me and listen to me right now. That's all. It doesn't mean that one variation is better than the other. Let's take an inhale and lift the knees up, lift the feet on the mat, and then grab your belt or your yoga strap. We'll open it up and let's lasso that left foot. One of the legs really probably is okay, however you do it if you're watching. We'll lasso the leg up there. And then option 1 is walking your hands up that strap. So if your knee is kind of bent and it's hard to pull your leg any closer, then go ahead and give yourself plenty of room on that strap to just stretch your leg. You can walk your hands up the strap a little further if your body permits that. And then another option is instead of that opposite leg and knee being up, you're going to extend the leg long. From there, let's kick straight up and take about 3 deep breaths. We'll move on. Let's drop your leg out to the side first. So we'll go out to the side. You can hold on, take the tail of the straps into your left hand, drop your leg out to the side. Breathe in and out. Maybe 2 more times here. And then can you lift that leg back up? And for this one, I find that it's easier to stretch out that other leg. So if you haven't yet, stretch out your opposite leg. And then we go across the body. So this can be a little bit of a lean. You can really start to lift the back away from the mat, or you can stay just kind of upright. You can drop that leg, I'm running into my wall here. So you can drop that leg all the way over to the opposite side if that feels like a great stretch to you. And then extend the arm that's not holding onto the strap out wide like a T. Maybe turn your head that way too. Take a breath in and out. So really getting into the glutes or the hip here, the lower back. Nice little twist and rotation. How about one more breath? And then roll onto your back again. And the fun, probably logical as well, way to get to the other side of this is to extend your opposite leg up, switch, place your foot into that strap, and then you can start with the options. So opposite leg, knee can be up. Opposite leg can stretch out long as well. If you're holding on to the strap, you want to kick the leg straight, keep the shoulders relaxed, take the tension out of the upper body, and let this be a lower body stretch as you focus on your breathing for 3 breaths. So we will walk both tails of the strap into the right hand. We'll go out to the side. So out first. Run into my wall again, but that's okay. Drop out to the right. Take a breath. In. And out. Create open space as you inhale. And as you exhale, we'll relax a little bit more against the floor. Good. Let's bring the leg up. And this one will be a lot easier if you stretch out your opposite leg. Switch the straps into the opposite hand and then begin to cross the leg over. So now I'll kind of get center on my mat again so you can stay in the frame. Cross the leg over. Just experience this side, you know, maybe it's just a little lean on this side. Maybe this side you're like, I can go all the way over to the side. I don't know what it is. So just try not to judge or be critical about what that is. Just breathe with where you're at. Inhale and lift the leg back up. Roll onto your back. You can place your belt or strap or whatever you use to the side. And then let's do one more hug of the knees into the chest, maybe a little rock from side to side. And one of my favorite hip poses that's a little awkward looking, but it's all of that is who cares because it feels so good. Happy baby pose. Take your knees out a little bit wider. The first option for happy baby pose is hands behind the knees, Knees out a little bit wider and drawing those legs in closer to you. The next option, I say bring your hands together and slice your arms down in between your legs. From there, can you grab a hold around your ankles or your shins and begin to open up the legs. Lift the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. And if you can grab the outside edge of the feet, turn the soles of the feet towards the floor, towards the ceiling. So it's almost like you're doing a squatting pose, but you're on your back. The pose name for this is dead bug pose, which seems pretty realistic as well, but you've all seen cute little babies grab their feet like this, you know. So some people like to rock from side to side. Some people like to just stay still and breathe. If you can only hold on to behind your knees, onto your calf muscles, that's all fine too. Hold on wherever you can hold on and begin to breathe. Alright, we'll do soles of the feet together and then gently drop the legs, the feet onto the mat. If you're comfortable stretching your legs out long for a little Shavasana or final resting pose, get centered onto your mat. If you have a little bit of tightness in the lower back region, you can also just come back to knees together, feet out a little bit wider, knees together. So this is an option, or legs stretched out, final resting pose. Let's just take a few moments. So begin to relax your body down against the mat. As you take a nice slow breath in, breathe out slower and let the body settle down against the earth. Relax the jaw, relax the chest, the shoulders, relax the abdomen and the pelvis, relax the legs, the arms. Relax the whole body down as you take a few moments for yourself to just let go. Gently breathe in. Bring your awareness back to your body as you begin to make movements in the fingers and the toes. Begin to follow a movement that just feels natural to you. If it feels alright, you could inhale and stretch your arms over your head. Reach from your fingertips to your toe tips. Walk your feet up onto the mat or hug your knees into your chest. And then roll to your side and slowly make your way up to a seated position. From seated position, lift from the center of the chest. Join your hands together at heart. Take a nice slow breath in. And as you exhale, take a moment to extend a thank you to yourself. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that hip practice, and if you'd like to see more videos, subscribe to my channel and make sure you check the little notification bell so that you can get notified when there are new videos. So keep up your practice, be patient with your practice, and be kind to yourself.